Hello, my name is Edward, and this is the video for the Libra full moon partial lunar eclipse of March 23rd, 2016. Welcome and greetings. Thank you for tuning in and watching Medium Tarot TV channel. All right, quick introduction, breakdown. This is going to be considered the main video, though we are going to ask you to please watch, before you watch this, the video titled Zodiac Month Aries 2016, March 20th through April 6th, Clarity, because that's going to explain the system that I utilize given to me from Spirit, Joy, and Angels of Theory, and because it is different. Okay? Very well, thank you. All right, and then timestamp. Timestamp is our friend below. If you're watching this video on YouTube or on our channel, our website, everettregasto.community, there is timestamp included. You can come back and review any section of this video at any time you want. It's a beautiful thing, as Martha Stewart would say. All right, so if you've watched that main video, Zodiac Month Aries, we already discussed, we did a quick review of the Zodiac year, the month energy, and now here we're going to continue with the current week energy, which is March 23rd through the 30th. 30th is one of those days where the 2-week energy blends. And this is the energy that is present for the Libra full moon partial lunar eclipse. And according to the system that I utilize, we're still in the winter vibration. And we will be until the new moon after the sun enters Aries, so that's going to be April 7th, 2016 is when we're going to spring ahead or reboot and start a new zodiac year. So we're still in the winter phase. So that is the conscious mind. So here we have the energy for the week of thoughts of aggravation and or strife. Oh, joy, rapture. But this is someone who is potentially agitated, okay? Potentially agitated. So this is going to be, as you know, all full moons, but this is a lunar eclipse, all full moons are very telling. With the light of the full moon, things are revealed, and, well, full moons bring out the best and the worst in us. So if we're angry, we're really going to be angry. If we're happy, we're really going to be happy. So whatever energy that we are emitting within, absolutely, when I get to it, is what is going to be resonated out, the energy out, from within out, and that's what we're going to attract. So this is probably going to be one of those times, and just for the sake of the energy of the full moon, it's not a typical full moon, but the full moon, let's just say for the week of Sunday, March 20th, when the sun enters the astrological sign of Aries, through Saturday, March 26th, 2016. Let's say that week. We might have to sidestep some people because they might be going through a crap storm, and we don't want to be included in their crap storm. It'll feel like a whirlwind of energy or a tornado of energy. And it's built up anger, frustration, aggravation. That could very well be coming from within the psyche from the past. Things that have not been processed or healed from the past. Extremely, extremely possible. And, well, you know, we've all been there, that of times when we can't take an action, or we feel we can't take an action, we feel like our hands are tied, and it's extremely frustrating and aggravating. Though this is sort of the energy that people like, what's the saying? Misery loves company. So, you know, just be careful not to, you know, we're not really helping people. We help them by letting them vent. But if they are not going to release the energy, we're not really helping them. Because if you're going to live there, I mean, there's no judgment. We all go through this process, and sometimes, including myself, we stay there longer than we should. but we just don't want to get involved in other people's energy. And it's mental, definitely mental energy of the mind. All right. But this seems like it's going to be brought to the surface, meaning physical. So, agitated people, we wish you well. We're just going to sidestep you. All right. Then we get to the energy of the day. And with our daily energies, we have started the soul's journey. So that's basically a 3-week crash course of the soul. Not negative in itself, but yes, intense. So quite beautifully, quite inspired from the universe, for the actual day of the lunar eclipse, full moon, we have the energy of the inner voice, of our higher self, of our intuition, of going within. And it is connected to the energy of La Luna, of the moon. It is connected to the energy of a new moon. So actually both energies, even the psychic insight theme, is connected to the energy of a new moon or new phase as well. New phase of the moon cycle. New phase. So that's bringing us back to the Pisces new moon solar eclipse of March 8th, which is still in effect through August 31st, 2016, until the next solar eclipse of September 1st, 2016. So this is, energetically, it's a Virgo energy because it is spending time alone, definitely in reflection, definitely some form of reflection, hanging out in nature, meditating, that's my personal favorite, or prayer, whatever works for you. And it's really, if we take the time to reflect this full moon, lunar eclipse, we can really get a handle on the healing that needs to occur within us. Now, because it's a lunar full moon, Libra full moon lunar eclipse, see where Libra is in your astrological chart. And that's where you know where it's going to hit you directly. And as the astrologers would say, and of course it's true, it's got to be, if it's really going to hit you like bullseye, the full moon lunar eclipse is at 3 degrees of Libra. So we would go within close to 3 degrees. All right. For it to really hit you. Or any planets that you would have within 3 degrees as well. In Libra. So this is such a beautiful energy, but its bookends are mental energy. So the not so secret of this lunar eclipse is to go within, and I'm thinking of calling this video Inner Kingdom, because if you've watched my videos in the past, I always say inner peace within the inner kingdom, priceless. So this really is a time for us to go within, if there ever was a time to go within. That's why I'm calling this Inner Kingdom, because it's really representing inner peace. That's what we're striving for. All right, I'm going to come back to that. The psychic insight theme for this Libra full moon lunar eclipse is, the energy that I attribute to this is called, I call this concrete worry. So there's imaginary worry, and then there's real worry. This is the real worry. All right, now, obviously we shouldn't go there, but if there are things that have been issues that have been troubling us, probably looming since the last lunar eclipse, which might have been September. I'm going to take a look right now. Might have been September 2015. Yes, indeed. Open up right to the page. Look at that. All right, Spirit. The last lunar eclipse was Sunday, September 27th. So things that have been, maybe we haven't processed completely or healed, could be looming to the surface, and that could come in the form of self-doubt, actually, is the major issue. So that's what we have to be careful of. But it could, fear, worry. It's all basically the same energy connection, really. Now, this energy also brings us back to new moon energy, lunar phase as well. So that brings us back to the solar eclipse of March 8th. Now, what happens when someone confronts us? Sometimes we kind of get defensive. I've been there. So with this energy, we have to be careful that we do not lash out of being defensive, out of not really being ready or wanting to look at the energy, the issues within. So this is definitely not the time to push anyone's buttons. You definitely could get a mouthful, an earful. You definitely could get their wrath, the wrath of God. You definitely could get a full dose of anger. Okay. So many people protect themselves from harm, and those who protect themselves from harm, who are overdoing it, the universe will let them know at this time, definitely. Might not be pretty, but it's all necessary for our growth, our soul evolution. Okay, let's see if any spirit wants to say anything else about this combination. It's just so wild. We have the energy of inner peace, connecting to the higher self, going within, of nighttime, by the way. It is the energy of nighttime. It's the energy of being alone, okay? That's why it's Virgo-like, essence of Virgo, but it's not. And its bookends are mental confusion, frustration. So what's the answer? Of course, going within. All right. Now, the astrological correspondence to the psychic insight theme is the moon in Libra. So I did my research, and here are the notes that I felt were worth sharing because it's collectively, we're all working on these issues. So if you have your moon in Libra, you'll probably already processed this, or depending on, usually up to the age of around 29, before our first Saturn return, we're working on personality issues. And then after 30, after our solar return, first solar return, no, not solar return, Saturn return, because the Saturn goes all the way around the chart once. Then we start to work on soul issues. So depending on where you are, you might still be working on these issues, Moon and Libra, natives, or maybe not processed it, but you should recognize it. All right. There is an unconscious motivation to be undisturbed by any friction, though peace at any price is hard to find. Let me repeat that. It's an unconscious motivation to be undisturbed by any friction, though peace at any price is hard to find. And that's because Libra is actually a masculine energy. So this is sort of like the blending of the male and the female, and sometimes it's an adjustment like anything else. So Virgos, which I am a Virgo, very much Virgo, things do disturb us. We're very sensitive. It is what it is. So I've been there where noise has disturbed me. Noise. And what can you do about that, right? That's why I meditate. So I understand that. So this is really a time for us to spend time alone, quite frankly. That's what that's telling me. All right. So here's another trait. Wants to be liked by everyone. So apt to be all things to all people. Well, I say with love, best wishes to you. You know, Libras can be, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, Libras can, get barbed wire up their butt from sitting on the fence. So this is definitely a time where we're to go within and perhaps make a final decision with ourselves, me, myself, and I, or three of us in the mirror. Really is a time to connect with all parts of ourselves. We cannot be liked by all people. I've experienced this. I've tried. It's just, we have to be true to who we are. We have to embrace and love ourselves. This is all coming down to that. All right. Another trait, need for purification where motives are concerned. So this is a time for us to check in. What are our motives? What are our motives? Okay? All right. Need to be honest with themselves as well as others. So here we are, me, myself, and I, or three of us in the mirror, three of you in the mirror, right? This is that energy of being completely honest with ourselves. And it is a healing. It's an emotional release, because this is totally emotional energy. Even though it's bookmarked by mental energy, it's still the energy itself is connected to the moon, La Luna, and that is female energy, that is receptive energy, that is connected to the moon is emotions, the element of water, which is love, passion, creativity, spirituality. So in essence, love, passion, creativity, spirituality would assist us. If you like to do something physical, then do something creative. Do something that you have a passion for. Put energy into that, a project. Spirituality, do some research. Preferably alone, actually, though, at this time. All right. Now, this is actually a gentle energy, Moon in Libra. And it has an elusive sweetness, though it's masking a masculine strength, because Libra is a masculine energy, but it still is an elusive, has a sweetness and a gentle energy to it. So we're going to be finding, if we take the time to go within, we're going to discover our gentle side, our sweetness, and also our strength. Surrendering is not a weakness. Some things we can change, some things we cannot. Some things, which will be very prevalent at this time, we need to let go of. We need to release. We need a healing. If there ever was a time for crying, this is it, okay? Do it in private. Who has to know? It's a total release. Watch it, whatever you need to do. Watch a sad movie, a sad book, whatever moves you to release the energy, go for it, okay? Now, in this date book that I utilize, the Witch's Date Book, right? They mention that this is a hawk moon, H-A-W-K, hawk moon. And I like that, and I just kind of adjusted it a little bit. And on the property that I'm here, there is actually two hawks that do circle the property, and I do see them from time to time through my window. All right. Now, the hawk symbolizes insight, vision, and foresight. Keen sight. And even though it's physical, here I feel we are focusing on metaphysical, our metaphysical sight, inner vision, inner voice, connection to the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, higher self. So it's actually suggested, this is something for us to do if it feels right to you, to go out in wherever you are, nature, wherever you can see, view the horizon. And if you can, meditate while viewing the horizon. And go within and explore what needs to be healed at this time for you. What wants to be come to the surface, what wants to be revealed to you at this time, which is typical of full moons. So this is intensified because of the lunar eclipse. All right. All right, set all my notes. Let's see if Spirit wants to say anything else. We are balancing the male and the female within, yin, yang within, because that is, in essence, part of our zodiac year, even though we're at the end phase of it, according to the system that I utilize. It's Leo energy, it's inner strength, it's the female magician, total female, both energies are female for the zodiac year of 2015. That I don't think is going to be the case for the next zodiac year, but it's going to be more of a blending with the male and the female. Interestingly enough, that's a future video. All right. All right, so what secret, what mystery wants to be unveiled, wants to rise to the surface, wants to be released, wants to be healed? Okay? If you know your astrological chart, look to see where Libra is. That will be the clue. Look to see what planets you have in Libra. That's close to 3 degrees because that's where the lunar eclipse and full moon are occurring. All right. And for those who like the color of the day for Wednesday the 23rd is yellow, which I see as the color of spirit, because if you're familiar with the tarot, the Fool has yellow shoes or boots or bootettes, whatever you want to call it, and that's representing us incarnate, our spirit taking a physical form and going on our soul's journey, soul's path, this lifetime. All right, so this is interesting insight. Thank you, Spirit. Things that were black and white, definitive, are now gray. So if we allow ourselves to see the big picture, understand what role we played, we can really separate ourselves and remove the hurt. And then the jagged edges become smooth edges, and it's a healing. Now, this is a process that we're going to be undergoing until the next lunar eclipse, which is September 16th, 2016. Okay? And normally at this point, I would do a collective channel message for us. But because it's a lunar eclipse and because I feel it's going to be in effect March 23rd through September 15th, 2016, I'm going to be doing videos of channel messages for us to help us to just assist us with releasing and healing. All right. So I guess all there's left is closing notes. All right, so online spiritual family community. This is my website. There is free content. There's the daily blog, link below, if you're not on it already. EdwardRagasta.community. Go to link blog, Universal Soul Energy blog, daily, to assist us with the universal energy. And whatever the current videos are on the website, just like on YouTube, free to view. Link videos, and you put the cursor and you go to Universal Soul Forecast videos. So if you feel, I should say, it's called Online Spiritual Family Community because we are a close-knit family. We are a community. We all have a calling to assist the planet in some form, manner. If you feel a calling that you want to make a difference this lifetime, it's hard to put into words because it's a feeling within. Odds are you're a member, you're one of us, spiritual family members. There are a lot of us around the globe, thank goodness. Thank God got us. So if you feel a calling to join us, it's $11 per Zodiac month. There are weekly inclusive channel messages and goodies and freebies along the way. And then there is our e-newsletter. Basically goes out full moons and new moons. please feel free to subscribe. Go to my website, and underneath every page, actually, in the middle, it says subscribe, or e-newsletter, subscribe, e-newsletter. Let's see, what does it say? Subscribe, e-newsletter. We ask for your name, address, email address, and birth date. Please join us. And if you were on our e-newsletter list when we sent out the Pisces New Moon Solar Eclipse e-newsletter on March 7th, 2016, you were included in the Aries New Moon Aromatherapy Meditation Manifesting Intent contest. And as of the filming of this video, the contest winner has been chosen and has been notified. So we're going to be working with that person to assist them with manifesting for the Aries New Moon coming up of April 7th, 2016. What's going to be up next is I am going to be doing channel messages for this period of time into the next solar eclipse. Probably break them up to make the videos shorter, and probably will be shorter readings than the norm, but still think it carries a weight that we should be done. Okay. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading session with myself and my guides, Skype, telephone, just send me an email. Email address is below. Or if you're on our website, go to link contact, send me a message there, and we'll be more than happy to arrange that for you. If you're on our e-newsletter list, you automatically get a discount. Okay? If you'd like us to produce an aromatherapy essential oil manifesting personal care product or program for you, the winner of that Aries New Moon contest received a program. Same thing, send me an email or message from my website, link contact. You can leave a message on my Skype number. It's just going to take a little bit longer for me to get back to you, okay? No worries. Just leave a message, please. And we'll leave you with our tagline, assisting us all, including myself, to manifest the life our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Get busy. But this is really more of a time of releasing and healing and purging and cathartic and really like coming out of our cocoon and becoming like a moth to a butterfly. So a lot of spiritual growth can happen. You know, it's called growing pains for a reason, but this is a time to really let it go and release it from our past, heal it so we can take advantage of our future, of what's up for us next. All right, so I'd like to say thank you for joining us. Hope you found this helpful and beneficial, and see you for the channeled messages. So until next time we connect, you be well, take care. We'll see you soon. Any questions or comments, leave them below or on my website, link contact. All right, take care.